He said I had gallstones, and I was like, what? Nobody can save you but yourself. Well, see, actually changes in my body. By the end of the year, I had actually lost. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna get straight into it. Today we're gonna be talking about how I lost 50 pounds. 49 right now, but it's about to be 50. A lot of times we're making it harder for ourselves to lose weight when it's actually really simple and you just can't rush the process. You gotta trust the process, not rush the process. The eating part, of course, is gonna be the most important part that you're gonna wanna control. Deep inside of you, it's like, okay, let's go get this food. We've had it before. I felt good. It's easy, it's quick. You're following that impulse. Impulse is controlling you. It's your desires. When you have a thought like that, you have to observe them. And even if you still decide to get that fast food, at least now you know you're putting in shitty food in your body, okay? First step is being aware of the issue. You drink alcohol every day and you're craving that liquor. You can't tell that your body's dehydrated, and that's why you start getting diseases, because your body's telling you there's something wrong with what's going on currently, okay? Your body's going to tell you when to stop and to, backtrack a little bit, and that's what happened to me. Elementary, middle school years, I wasn't eating a lot. I was very weak. I would eat very little and be very weak. I never put two and two together, but sometime in high school, I found out I was anemic, great. And so high school is when I started trying to eat more. I stopped meat, like regular meat. Still haven't eaten red meat since. At the time, I also stopped chicken, but I did eventually add that back. The second half of high school, I started college full time. So I started my freshman 15 very early. It was not fun. I actually got a car at this time and got my first real job. It was a Pizza Hut that I always go to and get me a personal pizza. I had a really stressful computer science class, and I would literally stay there until the building was closed at like midnight, and the security would kick me out. So I was literally just eating junk, just trying to focus on school, right? Right after that, in the summer, me and my friend, we started going to the gym almost every day, actually. My eating was still so bad that it didn't even matter what I was doing at the gym. Like, I was still gaining weight. I was gaining hella weight. Fall of 2018, I continued going to the gym occasionally. Now it's more like 4 times a week. Still eating really bad. And I remember the highest weight, and I saw it, and I was like 218. And I was like, that's crazy. As a kid, I was very active. I was very hyperactive. In school, I was also playing tennis, but again, I was just eating a lot, so it didn't matter. Fast forward, I go to Georgia State, a new freshman 15, like, because now I'm living on campus. Now it's a whole different world. Like, now I'm really gaining weight. Now I'm really eating whatever I want. Now I have a dining pass, and I also got a job at work or at school, and I would sit there all day. So all I would be able to get was Chick-fil-A that was right there, and the vending machine food. Like, so a few times I tried to lose weight. I tried keto, hated keto so much. Like, I needed energy, okay? And carbs, I need carbs. So towards end of 2019, me and my friends, we started going to the gym again. I would start walking more often, and I actually started losing a little bit of weight. Even when COVID happened, I didn't let that stop me. Mid 2020, I had gone down to about 190, I think even a little bit lower, 187. Back to a much better weight. I started an internship, and I was having a lot of, like, I don't know, like health problems and panic attacks and just a lot of stuff. I was getting zero sleep, literally zero sleep. Like, I would probably sleep like an hour to an hour and a half, which is really, really bad. Like, I started just leaning back towards food again and eating whatever I could. Like, before my 7 a.m., like, I'd have to get up and, I would have to rush to Dunkin', actually. I would go ahead and get like food from there because I knew I was going to be there all day. No movement because it was COVID now. 2020 was just a continuation of that. It was not a fun time. We're going to fast forward to January of 2020, and this is when everything kind of starts for real. I'm like, okay, just like everyone else, I'm like, new year, I'm gonna lose some weight, I'm gonna do this and this, I'm gonna do this and this. A few things happened. So our house, there was some damage that happened, so me and my family, we had to move to a hotel. So for 3 months, so January, February, and March, we were living in a hotel, okay? Very beginning of January, we moved to we at first went to a B&B, then we moved to a hotel. At the Airbnb, I was having really bad stomach aches, like couldn't breathe, stomach pains. I thought it was the Airbnb actually, because I'm like, what's changed? Like, nothing has changed. But this Airbnb, somehow it's caused me to be like sick, like as hell. My boss at the time, I had told her, give me 5 minutes, bro. Like, I can't. She was like, girl, go to the hospital. And I was like, oh, and go to the hospital and they do the ultrasound and to have gallstones. At this time, my birthday's in February. This was January. So I was 21, about to be 22. I was like, I can't believe I have gallstones at 21. Like, immediately cholesterol I had to watch. So immediately I had to start looking at the stuff I was actually consuming, which is why I started out the video saying observe and pause. Pause a moment whenever you do anything, okay? Think think about what you're putting in your body and actually like visualize what you're consuming. Okay, you think it's just a Chick-fil-A sandwich, but really what you're consuming is 50 grams of this, 50 grams of this. Imagine your brain having to process all of those bad, shitty things. Like, and I was living in a hotel at this time. It wasn't a hotel that had a kitchen, okay? I had no choice but fast food, and they would do some breakfast a little bit in the morning. So I started going to the gym. Around February by this time, especially after my birthday, I was like, let me start going to the gym. What I'm gonna do is 12-3-30. I was like, I'm gonna do 12-3-30 because that's what I see everybody do on TikTok. So my limit at the time was 1,700 calories a day. However, I would never do 12-3-30 for real. Like, it was more so like, I don't know, like 7, 2.6, 30. I think I actually did 30 minutes. I did 12-30 for only about a month, and I don't know if I really saw a difference in weight for real, maybe like a couple pounds, but I didn't really like it enough to stick. I think I started getting back into a little bit of dumbbells, just a little bit. Like, I would take the dumbbell and I think I would do some bicep curls. So when we went back home in April, now I think I was mainly just trying to do the food thing now since I had no gym. July, I think sometime in the summer, I started walking, man, and at first it was literally just 30 minutes, max 3 times a week. Like, time I started walking, then I started increasing a little bit more. I tried to now start doing walks in between stuff. So what was the biggest game changer for me was I have a 30-minute lunch break for work. I started walking on my lunch breaks. And because I was walking on my lunch breaks, it was more consistent, at least 3 times a week, maybe 4 or 5 times, and it was consistent now. I was on a schedule. It wasn't even that often, but it was on a schedule. I would go downstairs and go to the gym and do my 30 minutes of walking, come back. Like, I did that consistently for the rest of 2022. So January of 2022, it was about 228 consistently, but like my highest like weight I did get to was 230. I got to about 20 something. So I had lost about 23 pounds already, like just doing that. What also helped was I took a lot of progress pictures, I'm not gonna lie, because my biggest thing that I hated like was my side profile. Like, I wanted a jawline. Like, my face had gotten so like big. I'm posting pictures, so I will see actually changes in my body. By the end of the year, I had actually lost like a good amount of weight. I was more, excited. I was more, ready, and I felt like I knew what I was doing. Okay, walking is the answer. Like, why isn't nobody talking about this? Like, people were talking about it, like, sometime in the wintertime, I don't really remember when, but at some point, I was like, if I don't have a gym and I'm using the gym at work to walk, why don't I just use the gym, my 30 minutes, to do weights? Because I can walk at home. I think at this point, it was probably like February, March time where I decided to do that. Walking became more so like a weekend thing, or if I was working at home, which was 2 days, during my lunch, that's when I would walk. So I started training more so strength, bicep curls and triceps and like seated rows, cable machine. Up until like a couple months ago, that's really what I've been doing, and I continued losing weight slowly but surely until I reached 180. Now I'm at like 181, 182 max. Now my goals have changed a little bit. Like, I just started, occasionally sprinting outside, doing like a walk sprint. It's all about strength now, and this next year I really want to be more flexible. I want to get into calisthenics a lot, more body weight strength. I'm just trying to lower my body fat percentage. That's kind of my whole journey of losing this weight. Do things a long way sometimes to get, rewarded. At the end of the day, be there for your mind, be there for your spirit, be there for your soul, be there for, your body. Like, you don't want to wait till you're on the floor, like, crying for help and like going to get an ultrasound to like figure out what's going on. Like, you don't want to wait till then. Like, just start slow, start something. Like, nobody can save you but yourself. You can actually feel your intuition and feel what you need to do. I just knew I needed to walk. Like, I didn't watch a bunch of videos about how to start and then start walking. No, like, I just was like, oh, I think I need to walk. Like, let's clear my head. Things are going to change. I don't even walk for real as much as I did before. And if I do, I'll actually prefer running now. So you're going to change while you're in the process. You just have to take step one. Let's say there's 10 of you and there are a bunch of steps and you have to get to step 100, right? Now, everybody has their own method of getting to step 100, but you are trying to find the quickest and the easiest way to get to step 100 when you can literally just be taking step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5 every day, because eventually you will get to step 100. But trying to find the quickest and the easiest way may not get you to step 100. It might get you to step 40 and then back behind back all the way prior to step 1, while other people around you, they're finding other ways. They're going through step 1, step 2, step 3. Later, everybody has made it to step 100, but you're still on step 3. Like, how do they get over there? Try everything else, you have nothing left to lose. Like, and if you have health problems, you definitely don't have nothing to lose. You don't want to be old with health problems, let alone 21 with health problems. Like, no, I was like, oh hell no, like, we're not doing that. So that's what I did. My goal now is just get stronger, get more flexible, get more in tune with my body even more, and become flexible in 2024, which I'm super excited for. And yeah, like, health is wealth, guys. Any questions or need extra tips, I think I'm gonna put out a part 2 of this because I feel like this video is everywhere. Maybe with like, I don't know, whatever y'all want. Thank you guys for watching. Happy New Year's, and